occur to you that maybe what that person's doing to you is not really what you think it is? Or that maybe what you perceive as a wrongdoing to you isn't quite what that is either? Does it ever occur that maybe your perception could be slightly distorted based on your filter systems? Let me just share what I mean. So I was going to use a road rage example, but I'm actually going to use an example that happened with my son and I. So we were driving through one of the streets of the Gold Coast. It's one of the main roads. And this car was, zigzagging in and out of the traffic, clearly in a hurry. And as he zigged past us, I saw him in my rear vision mirror, so I slowed down, gave him the room that he was wanting to have and let him go. And my son made a comment about, Mum, he's a crazy driver. And I said, yeah, I said, he is being a bit crazy. I said, but we don't know what's going on in his world. And he took the exit that kind of heads towards a hospital. So I said, look, maybe his wife's in labour having a baby. Maybe one of his children's just had an accident and he's racing to the hospital. Maybe he's got a loved one that's on their deathbed and he's trying to get there in time. I said, there are many different reasons. Maybe he's running late for work. I mean, I was just, because it just happened to be the hospital exit, but it could be any reason. What I was trying to show to my son in that moment is, yeah, he looked like he was a crazy driver and he was being reckless in it. And I don't agree with reckless driving at all. But I wanted to show my son that us thinking that he's just reckless and crazy and out to get us and taking it personally was actually probably distorted. And when we can step back and see the bigger picture and go, well, you know what? Maybe they've got something going on in their world that's created this mad rush that they were driving. Or they could just be a really crap driver. I don't know. But I was trying to show my son how to look at things differently, to be able to go, it may not be exactly what you think it is, that it could be something different. And when we can step back and see the bigger picture and go, you know what, maybe they were in a rush because they were trying to get to the hospital. Maybe he was running late to work. Oh, I don't know. Maybe he was trying to get home in time to get to the toilet. I mean, who knows what it is? But what I'm sharing here is it doesn't matter what their reasons were for why they were doing what they're doing. What matters is how it plays out in my life, how I feel. Now, I could have got really angry and I could have got upset because he was being reckless. But where would that have got me? I would have been ranting and raving in front of my son, not setting the great example of how to handle drivers who are being reckless. But instead, I brought my awareness and I said to my son, look, we've got a bit of a crazy driver coming up. I'm just going to pull over a little bit, let him get past us. So what I'm doing is I'm teaching him because I'm in control. But the only reason why I'm in control is because I'm able to step back and have a look at that bigger perspective and not take it personally. And I'm using the car road as an analogy, right? But it can be applied to anything in life. If you're having an emotional reaction because of what you perceive someone else is doing or saying, then that's yours to own. That's your work to do. Had I got really angry and vented or stewed in it even, then that would have actually impacted the time I had with my son. But because I wasn't influenced by it, I was able to acknowledge it, see the bigger picture and go, okay, maybe he's just got some shit going on. And maybe, it's had nothing to do with me, that I'm able to just stay within my own lane, doing my own thing and owning my own feelings. But if I'm having an emotional reaction to the behaviours of others or to what we perceive as someone's doing to us or about us, then that is something that I absolutely have to go and clean up. Because it means if you're being driven by your feelings, you are no longer in control. They will influence your attitudes. They influence the decisions that you make. They influence what you do and what you don't do, what you say and what you don't say. Your feelings influence everything. So if you're not in control of your feelings, then you're not in control of your life. Your feelings are. And no one's putting those feelings in you. Those feelings are coming from particular causes. Being able to step back and look at the picture and go, actually, you know what, that doesn't have anything to do with me. I don't need to have any negative feelings about this. I can still go about and be me, irrespective of what the other person has said or done. Then you are 100% in control. You are in charge of you, and you're going to respond however's right for you. But if your feelings are driving you, then you're probably going to make a reactive decision, and that will also often create another problem. So just wanted to share reacting, responding, own your feelings, and just honestly, don't let the little things bug you.